The UN's top court is holding hearings today over new emergency measures sought by South Africa to stop Israel's attacks on Rafah.
At this very moment, people are being starved. Children are being shot down for sport. Prisoners are being tortured. Civilians are being massacred. Homes, hospitals, schools, places of worship, and shelters razed to the ground.
Nothing will stop the suffering except an order from this court.
South Africa has traveled here today to do what it can to urgently stop the ongoing genocide, a commitment which South Africa takes seriously.
This is the first settler colonial genocide ever brought before an international court, a moment of historic resonance. So thank you, South Africa.
The fact that South Africa took the case against Israel under the Genocide Convention at the International Court of Justice is so significant. I think we've really enabled, in a sense, the solidarity movement to grow in the way it has around the world. But we have to remember that it gives legal obligations on all third-party states and the corporations in their jurisdiction to prevent as well as to punish.
Even though we have brought a historic case against Israel, accusing them of genocide, we still fuel that same genocide by keeping open diplomatic channels, having an Israeli embassy open in our country.
And what's worse still is that we still continue to trade with Israel.
It's almost like we're talking from both sides of the mouth.
To have taken the case and then not be implementing makes us look hypocritical.
The second largest exporter of coal to apartheid Israel is South Africa.
Capital really runs the show.
That isn't hypocrisy, I don't know what is.
So Glencore is a slash and burn company. They're there for profit, they have no morality, no ethics. They do not rehabilitate properly.
The most important thing is their profits over everything else.
I just know that they're big bad people.
So Glencore used to be called Mark Rich and Company. It was one man who became very innovative in the 70s in sanctions busting, and he did it when South Africa had an oil and military embargo, so there weren't supposed to be supplies here. And then he did the same after the revolution in Iran, and he broke sanctions. That made him an enemy of the US.
And in 1983, the FBI placed him on its most wanted list. Mark Rich fled to Switzerland. He avoided extradition, and his business thrived.
And interestingly, it's appropriate that South Africa takes the lead because the biggest chunk of the Glencore empire is located in the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. So we need to put as much pressure as we can, especially because the deal making, including Patrice Motsepe, the co-owner of the mines from which the coal comes, is the brother-in-law of President Cyril Ramaphosa.
It does appear that there is a lot of collusion between those mining magnates, the black South African political elite, and the Zionists in South Africa and internationally.
It's almost like we can't hurt the profits of our family members.
This is no ordinary occupation sustained by exploitation. This is a long-standing economy of occupation which has turned genocidal.
It's extremely sad to tell you that I've lost 54 of my cousins. Families that have been completely wiped out. My name is Haidar Eid, and I am a genocide survivor. I used to teach literature at what used to be Al-Aqsa University because it has been destroyed by genocidal Israel. And I'm also a writer and a BDS activist.
My name's Roshan Dadu and I'm the coordinator of the South African BDS Coalition.
My name is Zuki Swavana. I'm an author and a troublemaker.
I'm Patrick Bond, and I'm a professor at University of Johannesburg.
My name is Sirhan Shay Khan, and I am an activist and a lawyer, and that is what I do.
My name's Rena King. I'm a member of the South African Jews for a Free Palestine. And that's who I am, a South African and a Jew. And I believe in human rights. We need to cut off Israel completely from an economic point of view and from cultural point of view, from an academic point of view. We shouldn't have an embassy for Israel here, and we shouldn't have any trade relations whatsoever with Israel.
I mean, let's imagine a scenario where apartheid Israel doesn't get petrol, apartheid Israel does not get coal. I mean, how would it run the genocidal killing machine?